Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Elliott, and this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott down. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Benjamin Watson from 10 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going. Yeah,
it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
There they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Get out. 26. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, 51 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Get set.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 29 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Just keeping the play alive. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go, 46, 26, 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
You too.
5-5.
He got the real deal.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He came back from 17 down.
12.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
0-2.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for a sack. Randy Gregory in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's true.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'll be waiting.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Nah, he just dove and ended
Contact
up
up
getting
front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It'd be too many.
Killer.
Yeah, it's
Watch
live.
the football.
It'd be too many
Don't
computer
move across the
glitches.
line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a
Yeah, I'm
fresh
on
set of
YouTube.
downs. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open.
All
A
right,
really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check. Under.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the 3rd quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week.
Nah,
Maybe a little
this
tweak
random.
here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Kill. Let him.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Randy Gregory in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Two. Hey, easy. Let him. Hey, two.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there, 105 yards, and the Saints have moved out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the...
And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. To throw, it's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
21.
Now Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. And even 40 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Breeze to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Again to Elliott. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. Oh no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it and they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big throw.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. One final try here for Breeze. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they